phone call away. This is not Medicaid or Medicare. This is the marketplace with the largest selection of healthcare plans from the Affordable Care Act. To find a plan that's right for you, call 800-626-9042. That's 800-626-9042.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lily Simmons. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, following Ukraine's drone strike earlier this week, Russia has launched its own attack. We've got the latest from Washington. Plus, hunter safety could soon be taught in Michigan schools thanks to a new bill out of Lansing. We'll hear from Representative Carl Bonak about that bill. And how a local elementary school celebrated the start of summer by raising money for a student in need. Your 19 News at 6 starts right now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Hey Kelly, how is our forecast looking on this Friday?
Yeah, Lily, we are getting ready for the weekend. You made it, and as you mentioned, it was a lot of kiddos across the country last day of school today. So for some of us, we are kicking off summer, but that officially comes for everyone on June 20th. We are seeing a little bit of some very, very light rain showers, a lot of it not even touching the ground for the most part, but we are looking good on our 19 News sky cam of downtown Marquette. Temperatures tonight across the Upper Peninsula with clear skies into the mid to upper 40s. In some places, we'll get to about 50 degrees. And as you start planning your weekend, I'll have your full details as we are expecting lots of sunshine to start your day tomorrow.
Around noon today, firefighters battled an apparent train fire in Escanaba. This witness video shows fire crews spraying water and foam on a train car sitting on the tracks near Bark River Knives. WZMQ 19 has reached out to law enforcement and is working to obtain more information on the situation, and we will provide an update as those details come in. An Alpena man has been arraigned on multiple felony charges following his arrest at the Sioux Locks on Tuesday. 34-year-old Dustin Haskey was wanted on an 8-count felony warrant for criminal sexual conduct. Michigan State Police learned that he was working on board a freighter passing through the Sioux Locks and arrested him as the ship was being tied up. Yesterday, Haskey was arraigned on 6 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct and 2 counts in the 3rd degree. He's scheduled to appear in court again on Thursday. In Washington, as retaliation for Ukraine's surprise drone attack on Russia a few days ago, Russia has launched one of its largest air attacks, putting into question whether the two will be able to reach a ceasefire agreement. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp has the story.
Russia doesn't change its stripes. Another massive strike on cities and ordinary life. That's part of Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky's statement following an overnight air assault barrage from Russia. Ukrainian military officials say the attack included more than 400 drones, more than 40 ballistic and cruise missiles across 6 regions in Ukraine. The Kremlin warned they would retaliate in response to Ukraine's successful drone attack a few days ago, targeting specific air bases. This latest attack from Russia happened hours after President Donald Trump says he compares this war to a fight among kids.
Sometimes you see 2 young children fighting like crazy. They hate each other and they don't want to be pulled. Sometimes you're better off letting them fight for a while and then pulling them apart.
In an Oval Office meeting on Thursday, the German chancellor says they are looking for more pressure on Russia.
America is again in a very strong position to do something on this war and ending this war.
The Vatican confirmed the Pope recently spoke on the phone with President Vladimir Putin, calling for an end to the war. In Zelensky's statement, he says Russia must be held accountable. He adds, now is exactly the moment when America, Europe, and everyone around the world can stop this war together by pressuring Russia.
The bloodshed has to stop.
And calls for a ceasefire continue, including from members.
I've been very consistent. I want to see this war ended. I don't want this to be an endless pit of American money and resources from around the globe going to fuel the death and destruction of people around the world. If Russia is not negotiating in good faith, we need more sanctions.
In Washington, Rachel Knapp, WZMQ 19 News.
Fallout continues after tensions flared yesterday between President Donald Trump and tech billionaire Elon Musk. Lawmakers are reacting on Capitol Hill after Musk unleashed a wave of criticism against Trump's sweeping legislative package. Our other Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon takes us inside Congress for a closer look.
What started as policy disagreement quickly turned personal, threatening to fracture one of the most high-profile alliances in politics.
It's really unfortunate, it's unnecessary, and it's a distraction.
Hours after the House narrowly passed the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, Congressman Nick Langworthy and several of his Republican colleagues met with Elon Musk.
And he expressed no reservations with the bill other than the fact that he wanted to see solar credits put back into the bill.
Musk's sharp pivot has energized conservative critics of the bill, who argue it spends too much, sending the U.S. further into debt. Langworthy says if Musk and hardliners are successful in tanking the bill,
then they're working for the Democrats that don't want to see any change. They want to see us continue into a spending spiral that's going to bankrupt the country.
The political fallout over the big, beautiful bill could potentially extend to the 2026 midterms after threats from Elon Musk to primary Republican incumbents who support the bill in Congress.
I think he's serious today. And this is the problem with things changing so quickly. They were in love last week, and now we're not sure what's going on. So maybe in a month or now, 2 months from now, who knows?
Political analyst Casey Burgett says if differences aren't reconciled, it could become an issue for Republicans.
But the threat is real, right? Especially given the fact that he's literally the world's richest person. And these primaries really matter to people because they decide who ultimately will win the general election.
With the Senate vote looming, lawmakers are scrambling. It's yet to be seen whether Musk's backlash could cost Republicans enough votes to tank the bill.
I can see it going both ways. They just don't have the margin to spare. But on the other hand, we know that the president versus any private citizen, including Elon Musk, is going to win that power struggle, that Trump is the leader of this party.
Reporting in Washington, Brendan Scanlon, WZMQ 19 News.
In Michigan's capital, hunter safety could soon be taught in Michigan classrooms under a new proposal in the state legislature. The plan would allow schools to offer elective firearm safety courses developed by the Department of Education and the DNR. Students would learn safe handling, maintenance, and responsible hunting practices, all taught by certified instructors. Supporters say the goal is to preserve Michigan's outdoor traditions and make hunter education more accessible to young people.
Hunting participation has dropped off over the last several years, and if these hunter safety courses are allowed in schools, that would help to defray some costs for families too.
The bill is now on its way to the Senate for further consideration. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy will have more about that legislation tonight at 11:10 Central. Your first warning weather forecast is after the break, plus industry leaders gathered today to discuss ways to make positive changes for the workforce. We'll tell you what that could look like here in the UP. And later, the UP Pet Festival returns for its second year this weekend. We'll tell you what you and your furry friends can expect up next.
Ready?
Yeah. Ready?
And 1, 2, 3. Hey!
I can see clearly now.
Look at this outfit. Amazing. Give me some love, baby.
We got a toy. Look at this.
Oh, no! Time for another quick meal you can make any night of the week.
We've got tips to save on clothes, tech,
and more.
How I got here is nothing short of like a miracle.
talent.
Talent.
It's gonna be alright.
It's a bright, bright, bright way to start your day.
See you
on CBS Mornings.
Better begins with the way we see each other. Better begins with the way we treat each other. Better begins with the way we care for each other. Better begins at Aspirus Health. Bringing out the better in all of us.
Power up your summer fun with the power of choice. Toyota's lineup offers the most electrified hybrid and all-wheel drive choices out there, like the best-selling Tacoma with up to 326 horsepower and the built in the USA Tundra. Now get 2.99 APR financing on a new 25 Tundra or the last of the 24 Tacomas, or lease this new 25 Tacoma SR5 for just $289 a month. That's the power of choice. Toyota. Let's go places.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
It's Shunk's Big Father's Day Recliner Sale. You know, we have the largest selection of recliners in Michigan and Wisconsin. There's literally hundreds of recliners to choose from, and at the lowest price, and they start at just $279. There's big recliners for the big men, up to 500 pounds. and there's little recliners for the ladies and everything in between. There's power and power lift recliners in all different sizes, and leather recliners big and small and everything in between. Shop Junk Furniture of Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
Welcome back. Thanks for being here on this Friday. We now have an average temperature of 70 degrees. Didn't quite get there today, got to 67, so a little bit chilled, and we were slightly above average on that low temperature of 51 when the average is 47. So not a record-breaking day and a fairly average day with maybe a few light rain showers. A lot of this not even reaching the ground, but we are still seeing some mist and a mixture with sort of that haze that's still going on. But we're seeing sunshine out to Ironwood at 62 degrees, cloudy skies up to Houghton at 57, and down to Escanaba 70 degrees with cloudy skies. So yeah, a little bit of conflicting temperatures on here into the 50s for Marquette with that cloud cover, maybe even a little bit of those light rain drizzles. But again, the smoke, the air quality index, a lot of the dense smoke at the moment is situated above us, kind of over Lake Superior, but we're still seeing areas down to the Escanaba area that is experiencing sort of that dense smoke right now and mixed with the cloudy skies. But this is a new thing for us this week. We don't have an air quality warning in effect across the Upper Peninsula for anyone, but we still have to kind of just remember the things that we've been talking about all week in terms of the air quality risks, and you know yourself better than anyone else, and it is going to be something that we will be dealing with over the next week or so probably. But here's a look at our Doppler max as these rain showers moving on through, kind of dissipating, and they're diminishing and they're weakening, but we can't rule out a few isolated drops for your evening time. Shouldn't really impact your outdoor plans. A closer look, especially for Marquette, especially higher up in the atmosphere, we're likely seeing that rain, but we don't know how much of that is actually reaching the ground. Probably not a lot of it. First warning weather futurecast not even really picking up on the rain showers too once we get to 9 o'clock tonight. So we're in the clear. We're going to have a nice high pressure system situated right above us for Saturday, which will clear the skies. We won't quite get some really, really warm temperatures, but at least we're looking good rain wise kind of until we get to Sunday, where we're going to start tracking a little bit of a line of showers from a low pressure system scooting on by. But for the future rain totals, we don't pick up quite that much, maybe a trace, maybe a 1/10 of an inch out to Ironwood through the weekend, through Saturday. And then when we tack on that line that we're tracking for Sunday, places could get up to about 1/2 of an inch, just shy of an inch, around 3/4 of an inch for Marquette. So we're going to keep an eye on that through the weekend. That being said, 1 out of 4 stars tomorrow for your Blades bait and tackle fishing outlook. We'll have south-southeast winds, so it might help to warm us up at times, but it's just going to be a little bit rainy here and there. Not too bad tonight, some leftover drops, but most of that will probably be out of here again by 9 or 10 o'clock. Clearing skies for Saturday, and when we get to Sunday, we will have some rain and a few storms. So Saturday looking like the pick of the weekend, assuming you want clearing skies, sunshine, and a little bit below average temperatures. But we get into the second week of June, we will start off a little bit chilly with some more rain, and we'll get some slowly recovering temperatures with the sunshine.
A new initiative is bringing the brightest minds across the UP together to tackle workforce challenges and drive economic growth. It's called the One UP Collaborative, a full day of networking and problem solving hosted by NMU. An initiative by the Upper Peninsula Michigan Works, the One UP Collaborative unites leaders from business, education, healthcare, and community organizations to create demand-driven job training, secure competitive grant funding, and solve local workforce issues, all by speaking with one unified voice.
Try to put people in the right place, try to fulfill our talent pipelines, making sure that people have skills to do the jobs that are needed, and to make sure that our business owners have a talented pool to pull from when they're looking for someone to fill their open jobs.
Current areas of focus include manufacturing, healthcare, education, vocational training, and youth initiatives, all tailored to meet the unique needs of the UP. Coming up right after the break, students at Negaunee Lakeview Middle School celebrated their last day of school today and raised some money for a very special student. Stay with us.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget,
The Radio Results Network is proud to bring you our next giant garage sale. This Saturday, we're invading the Marquette County Fairgrounds to bring you yet another giant garage sale. The sale will be held from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and cost is just $2 to get in the door. Kids 12 and under are free. So many garage sales all under one roof and delicious food vendors on site with the Donut Diner and Journey's Eats. Not to mention Gwin Townwide garage sales the same day. The RRN Giant Garage Sale, Saturday at the Marquette County Fairgrounds.
Some places talk about being local, but we actually are local. Our family started Superior Collision 18 years ago, and we're still the ones who own and operate it today. No big company name, no outside investors. We are all Marquette, and we're going to stay that way. We are part of this community, and we are proud of the work we do. You can choose to go to a corporate body shop, or you can stay local and go to Superior Collision, Marquette's local hometown body shop.
It's Father's Day, and Dad deserves the best. Shop Kirkish Furniture's Father's Day sale on now. Save on Lazy Boy recliners, grills, indoor smokers, Restonic and Tempur-Pedic mattresses, beverage cenders, ice makers, patio furniture, air conditioners, and so much more. 12 months free financing and always free local delivery at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Lily Simmons.
Students at Lakeview Elementary made quite the splash this afternoon for their last day of school, and all for a great cause. The school held a dunk tank fundraiser in support of Maddie Dodd, a 4th grade classmate currently undergoing treatment for leukemia. Each throw was $1, and with a $500 donation recently made by Window Outfitters of Negaunee, each student had a chance to dunk their favorite teachers. Many students chipped in for additional throws, adding up funds very quickly. The school's principals say that all of the students' support beyond just today has been tremendous.
They have been really trying to find ways to be supportive of Maddie since her diagnosis. Students sold bracelets at lunchtime and the proceeds went to the family. They love her. This whole school loves her, and anything they can be doing to support her has been really great.
WZMQ's Andrew Hands will have the full story tonight at 11:10 Central. And the UP Pet Festival is making its return to the UP State Fairgrounds this Saturday and Sunday. Presented by Gladstone's D&D Dog Dynamics, this year will feature fun events like Meet the Breed dog shows, an agility show with the Bay-Donat Kennel Club, sled dog features, and canine demonstrations. The festival will include training demonstrations in obedience, hunting, and invisible fences. There will also be special demos both days at 3 p.m. with a car chase ending in a canine takedown.
Being hosted by D&D Dog Dynamics, we have a little bit more of that dog focus, but we do have other varieties of animals as well. We do have some cats that'll be making their appearance this year, and I heard that we're going to have a pet skunk visitor as well.
All guests who bring animals must provide proof of vaccinations and sign a waiver. Coming up after the break, our own Mike Ludlum is live in the studio with the latest UP sports highlights. And the Upper Goddess is whipping up a new recipe from her garden. She'll walk you through it when we return.
Buckle's Party Store, it's where the party starts in Calumet, with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brew beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckle's Party Store in Calumet, it's where the party starts for everyone.
This man right here, this cocky, crazy-eyed boy. Me? Your crazy eyes. I mean, look at your freaking eyes, Matt. They're like la 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 la. He said I'm so liked around the house. What? Oh yeah, I'm a people pleaser, and I'm that to a fault. I really just want to have fun with you guys, except for you. Don't talk to me.
See what everyone will be whispering about this summer when Big Brother returns July 10th on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Tony's Green Thumb in Bark River is open for business. Tony's is your one-stop shop for all your garden and flower needs. Known for a huge variety of big, beautiful baskets, gorgeous planters, and over 600 varieties of vegetables and flowers to choose from. Open daily, come see why people travel over 100 miles to Tony's Green Thumb. Tony's Green Thumb, where beautiful gardens begin.
This is home for CBS, WZMQ 19.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Why should you consider re-siding your home? Your home is the largest investment you'll make. Protect it with new siding installed by the experts at the Window Store. We offer a range of affordable, high-quality siding options, including premium ABC seamless steel siding with attractive financing options available. And we install all winter long across the entire UP. Schedule your appointment today and enjoy the Window Store experience for yourself. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
Good evening, everyone. The Northern Michigan High School boys basketball all-star teams have not had a lot of luck in the Kiwanis Classic Border Bash games this decade. Marquette coach Rich Leedy and his team tried to change that last night in Ironwood. Before the game, a check for over $2,000 was presented by the Kiwanis Club to the Gogibic Community College basketball program. Second half, Northern starts quickly. Bang! That would be a dunk by Mr. UP basketball Jacob McPhee from his teammate Jackson Jermu. He had 22 points. Then off the Kyler Sager miss, it is Kingsford's Gavin Grondin with the putback. Ishpeming's Caden Luma will play at GCC next season. Great spoon move, drive, scoop, and score. 71-54, a 13-2 run to start the third quarter. Northern Wisconsin tried to keep up with the UP squad. Carter Koch from Akanto will knock down this open triple. He paced the visitors with 24 points, but they trailed 80-64. Then Gillett's Jesse DeBosch plays give and go with Koch for a layup. He had 21, but Northern Wisconsin trailed by 21. End of the third, Jackson Jermu to McPhee for three. Northern Michigan had a 98-80 advantage. They were playing 4 13-minute quarters. To the fourth, Negauni's Jordan Gannett to Lake Superior State recruit Grondin, no. Iron Mountain's Oscar Kangas, yes. The Wisconsin Oshkosh recruit at 24. Next, Grondin patiently waited for a screen and lobs to Marquette's Kyler Sager for the basket. Northern Wisconsin stayed close, or at least in the neighborhood, until Uintral Creek's Austin Gordon knocked down a triple, then scored a layup from Jermu right here to put the game away. Northern Michigan won 127-112. Marquette's Kyler Sager was the most valuable player with 27 points.
It's kind of high stakes going into this game. Haven't won, or Michigan hasn't won in 8 years, so you want to do everything you can to break that streak. So got her done. Shout out my teammates for those passes.
When he gets it rolling, he's a confident kid with a ton of talent, and I was just glad to see him go to home more a little bit. After that's what we were trying to get him to do, and I think it really turned him into a really good player. Was when you make a few threes, attack the rim because they got to respect you. But no, he had a great game, and they all did. Really proud of all of them.
The Northern Wisconsin girls defeated Northern Michigan 99-77 last night. We'll have those highlights tonight at 11 o'clock. Busy day for Houghton High School. A number of signees of National Letters of Intent. Luke Hill will join the Grand Valley Track and Field team. Burke Seagren, LSSU Track and Cross Country. Lily Ross will come down to Bay Community College for cross country, and Lady Johnson will play volleyball at Kellogg Community College. Elsewhere, Brett Gaff, Alma College for swimming, Lane Laux, Gogibic Community College for basketball, and two we've already told you, Eli Heathman for NMU skiing, and Ruben Mensa for Michigan Tech football. Benton Mass has been hired as an assistant hockey coach at Michigan Tech. He comes to Houghton after one season as an assistant coach at Lindenwood under Tech's new head coach, Bill McCult. Mass played collegiately at New Hampshire and Minnesota State, tallying 51 career points. He appeared in 122 professional games in the AHL and ECHL. It was a stunning start to the NBA Finals last night. The Indiana Pacers star Therese Halliburton scored the game-winning jumper right here in the final second. Yeah, literally. They led for like 0.3 of a second the whole game. Yes, the Pacers trailed by as much as 15 with 9:42 to go in the fourth quarter, but Indiana found a way to win this one by the count of 111-110. And game 2 will be on Sunday. And the Stanley Cup Series resumes tonight between Florida and Edmonton. Edmonton leads that series 1-0. Lily, back to you.
Well, it's Friday, and that means it's time for the Upper Goddess to show us another recipe from her garden.
Dean, what do we have?
Oregano.
Yeah, so we have it everywhere, right?
Yep.
It's growing everywhere. So I thought, why not try to make oil of oregano, which is something you can take, like if you get a cold. A lot of reading I've been doing, they're saying, you know, you shouldn't like take a lot if you're on meds. You should ask your doctor about it because it can interfere with that. But it's antifungal, antibacterial. And I've heard about it before, like if you start, like you feel like you're getting a cold, to take it, right? Are you gonna do that, Dean?
I don't get colds.
Oh boy, really? Well, isn't that nice? So look at how cute this is. You could have a bouquet of oregano. But what I did was I picked a humongous bowl. Now this oregano in here was literally in a bowl this big. So I washed it really good, dried it on a towel, let it sit overnight, and I chopped it up really fine. And I dumped avocado oil. I had a pan about that high, right? I threw all the oregano in there and I put oil on it till I could see the oil, and then I put it in a 200-degree oven and I just kind of heated it. I didn't want to boil it or anything. And now I'm gonna let this sit for 2 weeks and I'm gonna strain this. And when I tasted this, it's so oregano-y. I mean, it's insane, and it's only been sitting for 2 days. But what I thought would be really nice, like if you're making pasta, you could put a few drops, right? You can totally eat this, but you can also put it on bug bites and stuff like that too. So always do like a test mark, you know, if you're gonna have a reaction to it. But yeah, something for you to try if you have your weed of oregano everywhere in your yard. Hey, Dean?
Mm-hmm.
How are your bees doing, Dean?
Fantastic.
All right, well, give it a try. Keep smiling.
Kelly has one final check of the weather right after this break.
For Hudson Show. Laugh it up with George Lopez.
I can't read with my mouth open.
And inspiring astronaut Kelly Girardi.
Come on, paving the way for others.
Then I throw red flags with rapper Sexy Red.
I'm waving my flag, don't you use my toothbrush.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, Monday at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6.
Chips or cracks, we got your back. Brian's Auto Glass.
Cracked windshield, chipped glass? Don't wait. Call Brian's Auto Glass in Nagani. We specialize in expert windshield replacement, chip and crack repairs, and safety system calibrations to keep your vehicle road ready. Can't come to us? No problem. We'll come to you with our mobile service. Fast, professional, local. Brian's Auto Glass, where clear vision starts.
It's hilarious. Hidden camera. Hijinks. The world's longest running prank show is back. Just for laughs, gas.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Mathis Court is in session.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
Welcome back. A final check of your forecast as we now look at a little bit of some drizzles on our downtown Marquette 19 News Skycam, and we can see the light rain showers on our radar. It's going to provide a little bit of those light rain showers maybe for the rest of the evening, but things are going to clear out, especially for Saturday. We're expecting lots of sunshine and temperatures into the 60s, and we'll have a few showers and storms for Sunday and chilly and rainy to start the week ahead. More in your forecast at 11 o'clock.
Finally tonight, cyclists from all over packed up their camping gear this morning for the annual Margie Gessek Camp. This 3-day riding camp at Rippling River Resort is a rigorous warm-up for the race in September. Racers checked in on Thursday before starting the weekend off with a night ride. They'll continue riding 3 times a day with meals provided between those rides. The riders break off into groups and go on one of 3 locations, each day being different. Then they'll all return to Rippling River to enjoy food and camaraderie. Thanks so much for joining us on your 19 News at 6. We'll see you right back here at 11:10 Central.